Dutch Girl, and I'm sharing a missing case of Giovanni Pelletier missing out of Wake County, North Carolina, and Manatee County, Florida. I saw a post from Daniel Soto from 3 days ago, and this is what it reads. Daniel writes, "My grandson, Giovanni Pelletier, August the 1st, 2025, missing person. The time, 1:51 a.m. on August the 1st. The last message that his mother ever received from her son was chilling in its simplicity. Help me, Mom." And just like that, he was gone. He'd been raised under the steady hand of his mother, wrapped in the warmth of a close-knit family where loyalty and love were never in short supply. But at just age 18, he was lured by the promise of connection, an unexpected bond that sparked over the phone with 3 young men who claimed to share his blood, his father's kin in Florida. They planned a trip, just the 4 of them. No parents, no questions, just trust. Giovanni packed a bag with hope in his chest. But somewhere along the journey, something went terribly wrong. Their journey began in Nims, Florida, and led them several hours south to Inglewood. According to those who knew about the trip, everything appeared to go as planned, at least until the ride home. The 3 men who had traveled with him gave their names as Latrell Hearns, a man only known as Jalen, and another named Zach, who was later identified as Leandre Trayvon Hearns. When questioned, they claimed that an argument broke out in the car on the way back. They said they dropped Giovanni off on the side of the highway, SR 70. Sometime later, a truck driver passing through that same stretch of highway noticed debris on the asphalt. He stopped to move it, thinking it might be trash, until he saw what it really was: a backpack and a broken cell phone. He turned the items over to law enforcement. They were identified as belonging to Giovanni Pelletier. According to the 3 men, Giovanni was dropped off just 10 minutes from home, just a few steps, almost within sight of safety, so close that the lights of his neighborhood might have flickered in the distance. So why didn't Giovanni come home? Law enforcement eventually located the white Chevy Malibu and the 3 men who were supposed to be Giovanni's cousins, who had last been seen with him. But the answers didn't come easy. In the hours that followed, whispers began to surface, rumors from within the families of the men involved. They claimed that all 4 had smoked marijuana that night, that Giovanni became violent and that he had pulled a knife, and that the others had to disarm him and forced him out of the car, and later discarded his cell phone and backpack along the road. Yet, that same family member would state that they all prayed for his safety. Yet none of those boys helped to search for Giovanni or contacted his mother to check to see if he came home. The same family member of the men would later suggest that Giovanni had simply run away. But from what? Why would a young man run from the very people who had stood by him his entire life, a family who loved him unconditionally, supported him through every chapter, and took pride in the kind, respectful person that Giovanni had become? The same family member then changed the story again, claiming that Giovanni wasn't dropped on the side of the highway at all, but instead at a Circle K convenience store. This person insisted there were witnesses who saw him there. But if that were true, if he'd truly been dropped off at a Circle K and the others had taken his cell phone, why wouldn't Giovanni have gone inside and used the store's phone to call his mother. She was only minutes away, likely still awake, likely waiting to hear the sound of his footsteps at the door, especially after the 1:51 a.m. text message, "Help me, Mom." These shifting accounts only deepen the uncertainty. Each new version of events seemed crafted to distance the three men from responsibility. But none of them answer the one question that matters the most. It's the version of events laced with contradictions. The original story only stated there was an argument. There was no mention of an altercation. If they genuinely hoped that Giovanni would be found safe, then why leave him alone on a dark highway at 2 a.m.? Why keep his phone? Why toss his backpack? Why not just call his mother, who was waiting just minutes down the road? Those questions still hang heavy in the air because Giovanni never made it home, and someone knows why. Where is Giovanni Pelletier? Anyone with information is urged to contact the Bradenton Police Department. You can call the emergency 911. Their non-emergency number is 941-932-9300. The Criminal Investigation Detective's number is 941-932-9304. You can also call the Crime Prevention Unit at 941-932-9328. And their contact address is 110th Street West in Bradenton, Florida, 34205. That is in Manatee County, Florida. Anonymous tips are also welcome via Manatee County Crime Stoppers, available 24/7 at 1-866-634-TIPS. That is 1-866-634-8477. Tipsters may be eligible for a reward up to $1,000. There is also a $10,000 reward for information leading to the whereabouts of Giovanni Pelletier. The family also has a GoFundMe to help with search efforts to bring Giovanni home to his family. This case is being handled and investigated by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in collaboration with the Brevard County authorities. So you can also reach out to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office at 941-639-2101. I have made a flyer for Giovanni. If you could please share it out. Remember, if you see something, say something. Help bring Giovanni home to his family. My name is Dutch Girl, and I share missing cases in the Carolinas and make missing flyers. Please share this case out to help find Giovanni. Thanks so much. Take care, guys.